He's like engineering, decompiling.
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's really good.
Hey, I'm just going to say, you guys are in the tech field, right?
No. Never once.
He's in telephony. That's not tech. Oh, I forgot Nick's going to. Can you hear me now?
How do you know if they can hear you?
I don't know. I'm assuming they're going to say something.
The base to this, you'll see like the audio.
Yeah, it should. Free advertisement.
Hey, wait, you got to charge them for that.
We should. It's going to at least 4 people.
Hey, every time you do that, that's $1,000.
I know, I'm hoping they'll pay it though.
Yeah, Mike 1 and 2 were down. But you're only in Mike 1.
When does Amy go? Is she on? I don't think she's on. No. No. I can hear myself. This is not.
Oh, she's the impromptu.
Is it coming into the TV?
Yeah.
Just turn the TV off.
Turn the volume down.
Hey, Amy, when are you doing your improv?
Just turn that.
When are you doing your improv?
impromptu? When you're doing your impromptu up
I have no
here?
idea. I have no idea where you're
Is that, because I gotta leave, so. No, I know, I just wanna make sure I can see that.
Hurry up and then I get on.
You know, if these guys could find an IT guy to get us up and running, could be good. If these guys could find an IT guy to get us up and running.
We better not be live. I mean, there's only like 100 IT guys around. Minimum.
1,000.
Well, around.
Yeah, I got it.
Are we live? Yeah, we are live. Hi. We're live. We're live, guys. I think we're live.
I can sit here for a second while I talk.
Yeah, you need to clip it onto your shirt.
Just say hello.
That's fine.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4.
Awesome. Okay, there we go. Ray, how we doing? We're good. I keep excited. I don't need you to be
It's going to be really funny if we don't have audio again. Oh, you have a flip. What is this? 2004?
This is to text my wife's son.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is the text my wife sent to me.
We're all live. That's about right.
We are live.
They're saying we're live on the internet.
It's actually a good move. Yeah, I'm just waiting for you guys to say we're going to get started.
We're never going to get started. We're just going to sit here and drink till 7 o'clock.
But we can't have this speakers coming out.
We have tech and we have a bar. I think I don't know. I think it's just the name of the company that I decided to go with.
Yeah, but I would assume it's got to be it's something for people to travel and do these things.
Well, I have a boom mic made by Rode. Yeah.
Is it like on that stationary mic?
Can you not get 8 feet up?
I can do audio follows video. No.
Why'd your road come down? It's 2 channels.
It's 2 mics, left and right. I muted us.
You can tell the road to merge into one source.
I understand, but we still have 2 roads. No shit.
I should have gone the other way.
Into the I mean we can, but he doesn't have. All right, let's. But I need audio from here to the speakers to play the intro and stuff.
FaceTime anyone?
Can we get the speakers up? All right. Yeah, because camera 4 is Simon, camera 5 is Simon. Oh, it's another thing. Yeah, but I got his second video out. It's Source 5. He just, I reset it up. It's the second video. No, that's for me. You have a second monitor. You are a second monitor. That is a second monitor. And the video's gone. The video's gone because I did this. Well, you probably already know.
I know that.
So where's Super Source supposed to be on this? Oh, I found it. I had to minimize it. We're gonna move now. We're good. We're gonna go. We're gonna go now. Or we're good. Oh, okay, we're good. Shit that moved off screen.
Windows key, shift, and arrow keys to get on.
Okay. I got you. All right.
Top left button. Yep. And then one over. Not that one on.
Who here's a member of MSPGeek?
Does that work?
What is that? One more time, because we're live on YouTube, they can see you. All right. Who's a member of MSPGeek? So for those of you that don't know, this is the tech bar. The tech bar is we drink, we hang out with techs, we don't talk any tech whatsoever. This is not work. Cool. Somebody sounds like
Fantastic.
they're screaming in the background. That's fantastic.
Wait, we don't talk tech? We don't talk tech?
We don't talk to
Why it took us a little bit to get started?
Absolutely. Tech people, shoemakers, kids, shoes, that whole thing. So we're going to start off. For those of you that don't know us, I'm Ray Rossini. This is my co-host, Danny Laura, super cousin. This guy, I think he's something from MSPGeek. You want to introduce yourself?
My name is Kyle. I'm one of the admins of MSPGeek.
He's that guy, that one of those admins of MSPGeek, which we have others. Who else is MSPGeek admins? Raise your hands. Ashley?
I was a wannabe one that I got denied.
So, and he's co-hosting with us, and then we will have a series of special guests, starting with the guy that made this happen, Mr. Jason McGee. What's up, brother?
Good, how are you?
And you have something to do with ConnectWise, right? You're that, what's that, CEO guy, right?
Yeah, something like that.
So,
Excitement officer, that one.
Chief
Yeah, there you go. See,
I like that.
Tony's much better on his feet than I am.
Yeah, so for those of you, how many of you have seen the tech bar before? Woo! Awesome, fantastic. We curse, sorry for the kids. All right.
Chat room?
This is the chat room. This is the chat room right here.
I just
So,
out now?
do me a favor, I see Don was here somewhere. Make the dad joke one time.
My son's here.
There you go. All right. Sean's dad. All right. For those of you who don't know, Tech Bar has some rules. Every bar has rules. We have rules too. All right. So for our first rule is very, very simple. Simon, can you throw it up on screen? If you can, it's okay. It's not a big deal.
You give Simon enough to drink, he'll throw up.
Yeah.
Someone get fired from...
No, can you share it on Restart? Well, that's fine. It's fine.
Come on, you should have these memorized by now.
You should have the memorized. So, let's do this. Let's do this because we have a lot of stuff to give out. We have a lot of prizes, a lot of fun shit. So, does anybody remember rules from the tech bar? Any of them?
Bartenders.
There you go.
The bartender's always right.
The bartender's always right, and for those of you that don't know, anybody sitting at this table at that moment are bartenders. Of course, also with a bartender in the back. What's your name, sir?
Carlos.
Carlos. We'll go with Carlos. Carlos, thank you very much. And Moises, we're going with Moises also. So our bartender is awesome, Carlos and Moises. Give them a round of applause. So, at the bar, we do not talk religion. We do not talk politics. Sports is on 24/7. All right, we have some drinking words we use at the bar. All right, and the last rule is the bartender's always right. So the drinking words, anybody know our drinking words?
Unprecedented.
Unprecedented, there we go. That's one. What's the second one?
New norm.
New norm, namaste, and then now as of 2022, framework. If anybody can give us, so that's like, I got this. All right. So we always do a special fourth drinking word of the show, and this time instead of a word, we're going to do actions. People have walked by the camera over and over again. It's going to happen. The bar's on this side. There's people on this side. Anytime anybody walks by, we're going to drink too.
I think they need to do the limbo. They got to try the limbo under the camera.
There we go.
Literally thinking.
So, but we have to kick this off right. So let's raise a glass, and I want to give a cheers to absolutely everybody here. Let's raise a glass to the MSPGeek community and all those that make us awesome, and to ConnectWise for hosting us. Namaste, my friends.
Namaste.
All right, so Jason, you are live on YouTube. There are people watching you. They've been watching the follies of the tech bar so far. We're on day 1.5 of a secure, right?
Day 1.5.
There you go. So how's it going so far for you?
You tell me.
I'm gonna block. This is my first secure.
Okay.
Mine too. I know I do connect. Don't yell at me. Whatever. So this is my first secure. I did not know what to expect. This has been awesome.
Okay, so there you go. It's been awesome.
Yeah, and then you guys are gonna go karting after this last.
We are.
So for those of you guys that watched Tech Bar at Connect last year, Jason missed out on Hollywood Studios. You can just clip it to yourself, dude.
Oh, it's fine. I'm good. Just making sure I was holding it right.
No, you're good. You're good. There you go.
It's taking so long, I'm empty.
All right. Wait a minute. I see Tim Golden in the chat. So for those of you that don't know, there's people in the chat also that are talking back to us. So we have Gavin Stone, US Gavin Stone chat. Somehow we have Tim Golden in the room. He's chatting in the chat.
We have UK Gavin Stone in front.
We have. Oh, do we have this picture?
It's
off camera.
No, it's there.
Goes here.
Oh, okay. We got UK Gavin Stone, right?
Yeah.
Also, admin. So why did we say that? Admin of MSP.
He raised his hand.
Okay. So, yes, and Gavin, for those on YouTube, do we drink every time we hear their names near Namaste? So there was Namaste, so we do it. All right, Jason.
First event you ever signed me on. I just want to bring that up.
That is absolutely true. Been there since day one, back in the day in 2020.
And every time I show up somewhere, you don't go.
That is true. True story. We ran into the atrium, walk into the room.
And today?
I gotta leave. So, Jason, you're gonna do go-karts tonight. We got a packed day tomorrow.
I may not actually do go-karts. I may watch the Lightning beat on the Rangers later.
Oh, and for those of us that don't follow sports ball, we don't want to be cliche. Talking about the Tampa
You
Bay
said
Lightning.
sports was 24/7, right?
Yeah, I know. That's a throwback. I'm a
Bartender's
football
always
guy.
right.
I'm a football guy. But I respect.
I'm up here, so I'm considered a bartender, right? I'm on this side. Yeah, there you go.
So,
Cheers to
I
whoever.
mentioned this. Jason made it happen that we got a bar in our room. In this room for 10. You don't gotta walk anywhere for liquor. You don't gotta do anything. That's freaking awesome.
Angels envy, thank you.
Yes, there you go. Very good. There you go. So actually, we did have a toast. Shit, I have show notes, believe it or not. This shit show has show notes. So I
You should have saw Amy's face. She was actually impressed. She's like, you mean there's order to this chaos?
Just because we have it doesn't mean we follow it.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. So we actually have a toast. Let's raise a glass. We'll do this. Danny, why don't you give us the toast here?
Tonight, we will never remember. With friends, we will never forget.
Simon, I got Sean a booster club for the go-karts and back if you want to.
Actually, are you going to make the milk joke? You made the milk joke like one. All right. Keith, actually, can you give us a glass of milk so Simon can toast too? So, for those who don't know Simon, he is of age, he's legal, the beer bottle.
How old do you guys got?
23. 19, 14, 17.
12.
I was actually looking it up last time we met. I'm 24, but 23 is a little old.
I appreciate.
Are you talking about the right Space Mountain?
I appreciate what I said. I appreciate what I said 14 to think that like we would bring a 14-year-old here drinking, which we would. But
Hey, sorry to interrupt this, as you called shit show. I do have to move on, but I do want to say thanks for the partnership.
thank you, man.
No matter how much you may be constructive, appreciate the feedback.
How many times have we had to send those lines to Jason?
There are different choices of words when I'm talking to Jason. So, with that said, appreciate the partnership, appreciate everyone here today. Just wait to connect, wait to secure next year. We're only getting started.
I love it.
Thanks for the partnership. Tony, come take my seat.
Actually, Tony, before we get you on, if you don't mind, I want to take advantage. There's a very special lady here that I want to bring up here, if she doesn't mind. Miss Amy Lucia.
No, we have a thing planned. So, yeah, we have a thing. We have a thing. Amy was going to be my special guest.
Sir, you were not on the show notes.
No, remember that whole like, hey, there'll be some special guests.
All right, so sit down, mic up. Let's start talking. All right. Everybody knows who this guy is, right? Mr. Tony Stark, Tony Thomas.
You know what my name's spelled backwards is?
No.
It's why not.
Lessons for life.
You're welcome.
You can clip that. Too.
No, I'm going to need it like this for a specific purpose.
Oh, okay. All right. You seem to have something going on.
Yeah, okay.
The trade.
I came to talk about the Infinite Game. My friend Kyle knows about that. Various people know about that. IT Nation laureate keynote speaker. Came to talk about that by the name of Simon Sinek. It's based on, our strategy is entirely based on that. But let's focus on the word game real quick, right? We got drinking games.
Yeah.
We also got people that have rap games. Oh. Amy Lucia, would you please come up here and spit some game?
To be clear, it is a rhyme, and it was written at 5:05.
So, Amy, real quick before you start, can you introduce yourself real quick for those that may not know you, for like those two people?
My name is Amy Lucia. I am the Chief Marketing Officer for ConnectWise.
Woo! Yeah!
Member of the MSPGeek community.
A cherished member, yes.
All right, so again.
You're good, you're good.
All right, we're snuggled in, right? Ready? Waking up on a Saturday, my puppy snuggled in. My phone is blowing up. A geek is not zen. Jumped out of bed to see what it's about, to try to respond and bring some clout. They seem to suffice, at least for now, hoping for the best as I furrow my brow. Family dinner, special plans, my phone's blowing up and I'm sitting on my hands. I've gotta go. They're really mad. My father says, but I'm your dad. 2 hours later, I'm back for dessert. They ask how it went, and I say that one really hurt. There's more. Why can't we be friends? 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 But don't they have A reason to be bugged? No pun intended. They want more love. It's a fair request. There's more to do. We can suck it up or we can cry boo-hoo. But it ain't gonna change one simple truth. Actions speak louder. We need to give them proof. So we'll keep on working until it's done. Every MSP Geek heart officially won. And that even goes for the cranky ones to whom I wish I could sing. Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we be friends?
Why can't we
be friends?
Why can't we be friends? Now this is just a taste. The real rap battle is at Connect without haste.
Who else would ever come up and do that?
No one ever.
I've spit all over my hands. Jesus.
I thought you meant my spit.
Oh no, my beatboxing spit.
Yeah.
Where's my Corona? Oh, here we go.
There's a fire lyrics.
All right.
I'm just gonna step back and let you run the show.
Okay.
I mean, you can bring heat like that. That's pretty awesome.
You like that?
I like
Everything's
that.
coordinated here.
There's a lot for Connect. I'm excited.
we gotta level up every single
battle.
Every single year.
The DJ here. I'm like,
We should just like it'll turn into that. Don't worry, it'll turn into that. All right, so infinite game, right? So real talk, right? So our entire strategy, our entire existence is really based on this philosophy of the infinite game by Simon Sinek, right? So I'll just give you kind of the underlying value proposition associated with playing this infinite game, right? So when we think about business, it's simply a game. It's simply a game of providing infinite value that immensely improves everybody's lives at a profit forever. There's no end in sight. The horizon after horizon after horizon is something that we think exists forever when it comes to ConnectWise, right? Then you think about, okay, so that's business, right? Prolong the game. Then you think about rules and boundaries, and and what the infinite game teaches you is the rules and the boundaries change, so they're never ever the same. So if you're not resilient enough to understand that something is changing, and you don't change, that's when you become Blockbuster.
Okay.
Or Circuit City, so on and so forth, right? And the third, so I think the third element is forces. Forces, right? Some of these forces are known, and a lot of them are unknown. COVID, as an example, a force that none of us thought would happen, and you saw a lot of people have to rapidly reconfigure to solve for that. This is hey. So with these kind of, thought processes and things like that, I think it's imperative for our partners to think about their business exactly the same way, right? Okay. And you may think, oh yeah, great, but I'm going to exit. Actually, when you look at all the people that have exited, they start at chapter 2. What's their next journey, right? It actually never ends. So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today, but I wanted to ask Kyle, because Kyle's also a seeker of this type of thinking. What is your thought process there?
So the core fundamental of the infinite game is to just keep playing. It never ends. It doesn't matter what it is, how it is, you just keep playing. And it's something that we're trying to do.
In telecom, right?
Yeah, in telecom, MSPGeek even.
Yep.
We're trying to, just to constantly be in the conversation and to keep pushing forward. And the Infinite Game by Simon is not just the only thing he's written too. He's got a bunch of fantastic stuff. He's got fantastic books on Amazon for anyone curious.
Start with why.
Start with why.
Leaders eat last. Find your why. Yep.
Remember when they built the whole IT Nation around Start with Why and we wanted to talk Leaders Eat Last? That was a fun time.
Oh yeah.
No, it's fantastic. And Simon gives a lot of great points in his books. And you start getting stuff that just starts to click and understand why people like Microsoft still keep innovating and are still playing the game, like Apple, who have bajillions of dollars in liquid cash for some reason, and still continue to innovate and push things forward, even in their tiny ecosystem comparable to Microsoft. And it's fantastic stuff. And it's when I first learned that ConnectWise was pursuing a similar strategy, it helped me realize some of the moves that they were making in the ecosystem.
You have ahead days and you have behind days. So there's no winner or loser. You just keep playing the game, and by its very nature, you're going to have some behind days, right? Everybody has behind days in their life. they have behind days in their job, they got behind days in their friendships, but there's also ahead days, right? And the premise of all of Simon Sinek's books are be a fucking optimist.
Yes.
It sucks to be a pessimist, so don't be one of those.
Are there in front of days? Because I'm gonna walk in front.
Do they come in picture books in case Sean wants to read it to him?
In fact, some of them do. There's a book called Better Together that he wrote that is a picture
You know, I
book.
think a good point to illustrate in a head day is the new status page.
Oh, hell yeah!
That ConnectWise
Yes.
released, that Amy.
Oh, yeah. There you go. We're having an ahead day with the status page. Oh, yeah.
They have a
And it's
brand
being
new-
used as we speak right now.
And you don't have to log in. That would be Amy.
The person who just did the epic rap
Yeah.
battle.
Oh, yeah.
Epic rap
Yes.
battle.
She spits
She
game
does rap battles and status pages. I mean,
on her off time. It's rap battles full time.
In fairness, what is that? Bishop's team, Steve Cotton's team, and I gave them props for that.
Props all around.
Yeah. Amy gets all the credit.
Yeah, Amy gets all the credit.
I like how you're dressed up, buddy.
That's how it works.
Whoever comes on Geek gets the credit. That's basically how that works.
All right.
You get the credit for the comms page.
Aw, thanks.
There you go. Master communicator you
I
are.
love that. So Tony, what other stuff we got coming up then? What exciting things? I mean, if this is infinite game, it's never stopping.
Yeah.
What's the next on the innovation plate?
Well, so Kyle's going to talk a little bit more about that. So when you think about innovation with ConnectWise.
Not this Kyle.
No.
Oh, dang it.
A bearded
Kyle's.
Kyle.
The one with the beard. Yeah,
So
the one
if
with-
anybody who spends time on Geek knows that there's the Kyle hive mind. So, we're all Kyle, right?
We're all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm still
He's listening.
not well apparently, but it's all good.
So we've got a lot planned in the way of innovation. You guys know it's one of 3 promises that we made up on stage in IT Nation Connect. 2021. Right. Those 3 promises were
Yeah.
innovation, make that faster, invest your growth. You see a lot of that happen. And make it easier to do business with. Status page is a great example of making it easy, like a Lollapalooza of innovation. Kyle's going to be a little bit about it. We'll have ship level innovations. We've got most serious. That's a level of
You
innovation.
say
right there.
framework, and I see her start smiling.
It's not a
start
framework.
smiling.
It's a theory. It's invite and join forces and families with other people, right? Because that's also an important way that we deliver that innovation faster.
I like that.
As the VP of strategy,
Can you just walk across?
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah,
What
good
is-
on the spot.
What is one of your upcoming favorite innovations?
Security.
What do you,
Security.
What specifically?
Security.
Just secure in
You know, I'll say that identity is an important fabric of everything that we will do as an MSP community.
That's evident here at IT Nation. Ain't that right, Jason Slagle?
Yes, yes. See, this is what happens when we talk shop. The nerds like, no.
They
start
do their
sleeping.
little
You know
inside
what my
thing.
favorite part of innovation is? Namaste. There you
Namaste.
go. Yeah.
Next secure swag.
Yeah.
Security blanket.
Secure. Oh, yes.
Write that.
Like,
write
yes.
that down.
With the little like tags on the side so you can like have your tactile like needs met.
Yes.
Or do like a
I got,
snuggie.
can you like suck on a little bit? Can you,
Hey,
like,
can I do a plug real quick for Ashley?
Yes.
yeah.
Have you guys read her LinkedIn article? 1 year in, here's what she's learned about the community. You should read it. It is a great recollection of all of the journey that she's had personally with communities in general. She makes a lot of recommendations to vendors. We're not a vendor, we're a partner, so
Yeah.
others got to really understand that. But it's a really good piece to actually read. So I just wanted to make sure I thanked you for that, because that was an important piece that we use internally as well in some situations. So thanks for that.
And on that high note, I apologize, but we have a very packed schedule, and I know they want to go karting.
Oh, yeah.
So I need to move along.
Can I tag a guy in real quick?
Tag a guy in real quick. Go for it.
Master Chief, let's go, bro. You guys know this guy's with the Army, right?
Yeah, we have an
This is what I
agenda.
do. That's what I do.
Yeah, but
Actually,
as
you know
he
what?
said,
Watch.
name
You
and
know what?
reverse. Why
I'm
not?
putting a stop to this.
Just do it.
Put the mic down. You're off
Yeah,
like
put it
this.
down. Put it down.
No.
Put it down.
He'll come in. He's
Put it
on the
down.
schedule. But right now we're going old school. We're going way back to one of the original co-hosts of Tech Bar, Mr. OG.
Oh my God.
Mr. OG Sean Lardo, get your ass down here. Sit down, dude.
You just totally stole my thunder.
I'm proud of you, son.
Anything can steal your thunder. Since you're wearing it, you got break dance. You got to get back to the table, and then you stole my thunder. Let's be clear.
Actually, and Carlos, 4 more bourbons. Thank you.
Yes, please.
Yeah, put it on. Don't carry it. Just clip it. Just clip it to your whatever that is.
I love this.
Okay.
It's velvet.
So I'm sure there's like one person in Uganda that doesn't know who you are. But before we get into that, you need to explain this. You just what is this that we're looking at?
No. Ooh, it looks good. Hold on, the purple's not on the camera. You got to turn your foot.
He's too sparkly on
I'm sorry.
There you go.
Let's just take it off. Look at this, too. Even the socks.
He's got purple. Whoa! That is fantastic.
So let's be clear.
forget the
Today
drinks.
is Purple Rain Day because it's Prince's birthday.
Hey!
That's right. It's a celebration, bitches. So yes, where's
They're
Carlos
coming.
guy?
Carlos is working on it. They're bringing them.
Oh.
All right. So Sean Lardo, besides being original co-host of the Tech Bar, you do this thing at ConnectWise. What do you do?
Well, I come to shows like this and talk about absolutely nothing important.
So nothing's changed. Okay, I got you.
No. I'm the evangelist for the ConnectWise economy here. The chief mission. If you.
That means I got to drink it.
Here.
Oh, my lord. So should we drink to this or what?
Yeah, why not?
A drink, dude.
Well, no, I want to drink first and then get back to my conversation.
All right. So actually, I think we'll do a quick toast since you're here. One of the original ones. To old ships, to new ships, the best ships are friendships.
There you go.
I feel like I shipped my pants.
Diaper change again?
Also, wouldn't be the first time. Did you bring his what size diaper does he wear, Keith?
Actually, I set up a playpen in a little crib in my room. Yeah,
That's sweet.
Don't confuse Keith. He's not at the table.
Wait, I thought he abandoned you.
He did abandon. He abandons everybody. He'll walk out of the room and not even know in a minute.
Ask half the people this conference who I am.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, so
right.
Sean, you're doing this cool thing called Pitch It, right? Which we have
Oh, yes.
Pitch It contestants here. Tim
Yeah,
Golden.
There's several that came through. So,
Yeah.
yes. So,
What is that? Talk to us. What's Pitch It?
so we'll go back to the 3 promises we discussed, right?
Right.
One of the big ones was more innovations faster, right?
Yeah.
What better way to bring more innovations faster than start to tap into the resources we already have out there, right? If we all know that, I mean, even you, Ray, included, we're an MSP.
Yep.
You built something that you were, I'm not talking to you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Keith's not an MSP.
That's why I didn't say Keith, I said Ray. Ray was an MSP.
You remember the rock pit from the Flintstones? He was IT for the rock pit. He was.
I'm trying to do it live.
So we tapped into the resources of offering, and we've been doing this since 2018, actually. But it's really built around having an incubator startup mentality to help these startup companies get involved. They complement the ConnectWise community, the economy, with integrations, but they also, most importantly, what's most important to us is they're complementing the partners. They provide a value for it. And over half of the people that are in it right now, we have 18 vendors that apply. We have more than that applied, but we selected 18 vendors to go into the process of this that are all competitors. And over half of them were or are currently MSPs also. So they built a product actually based off the issues you guys have every single day that you're trying to fix.
What are
Something I didn't know. I'm sorry, real quick. Something Tim taught me yesterday, which I didn't know about the Pitch It program, was you're teaching them also.
Absolutely.
You're teaching them about the business side of things and how to grow.
Yep. So, and Ray, you and I know this well because we worked together.
Yep.
There were things that you and I talked about in the early ongoings. You were like, I didn't think about those things. And of course, I didn't think about things that you were thinking about. So we put them through a 16-week accelerator program, right? And we asked for, and we got people that were very well-known people in the spaces that were experts of their own domains, basically. So everybody from Q&A, or not Q&A, I'm sorry, M&A, and from sales, marketing, integrations, technology, whatever it may be. And every single week they have a workshop. As a matter of fact, we have one tomorrow, and Tim was already crying about it. So
Sounds about right.
it is still happening regardless. Every one of them are required to be at the sessions because you figure we have 16 weeks to accelerate, expecting them to be at greatness.
Yeah.
Because the fact is, it takes forever. It'll never happen, right?
Right.
But we want to try to fine tune them as much as possible to polish them as much as we can, help them fill in the gaps, and you know, so they can, like, we want them to be competitive. They have to be competitive. I mean, honestly, the people that I asked, like Michelle McBain, for instance, Jay McBain's one of our was one of the judges. Jameson West is one of the head coaches. They're donating their time for this cause, you know. And then that's not even counting all these guys that run businesses and have to still run their business and then be at a conference like this and still required to be there tomorrow when he's going to cry like a little baby. But they're dedicating themselves to it. So they have 16 weeks to do this. Once they get through the 16 weeks, we pick 3 finalists.
Yeah.
These 3 finalists will be assigned head coaches all up until they get to IT Nation Connect, where they'll stand on stage and they'll do a Shark Tank concept with Jay McBain, Allison France, and Juan Fernandez that will judge them.
That's awesome. That's cool.
That you've seen through the pitch it contest or just in general?
Oh, well, I can talk about last year's winner. First off, Gene Rich from Traceless. Gene, he's still an MSP currently up in New York. And he ended up winning last year's. And, you know, the thing that, and actually he sponsors all of our Evolve, all of our Evolve conferences. I hope he would have been here, but he was going to sponsor this, but his father-in-law was having a surgery, so he couldn't come.
Some people are dedicated to their family.
Right.
I mean, there's been several fantastic people who've gone through the pitch it contest and connect. I don't know if they've run through the whole entire program you guys have now.
Well, this is the first time we've done this. Before, the program did not consist of an incubator accelerator program. So this, we redefined the entire process this year.
Well, that's that constant. But that's that constant innovation you're talking about, right? Like last year, it was just the contestant thing. This year, you're actually incubating your coaching. That's the next iteration, right? Of that constant innovation.
Well, let's put it. Hey, shut your face, Jason Slagle. And just because he's a CISO doesn't mean he can do what he wants either.
The number of times somebody from ConnectWise said, "Shut your face, Jason Slagle."
So, and actually, like when Tony and I sat down and talked about this, we came up with. He said, "Hey, I want to do an accelerator." He explained it out in Tonyisms, and then I broke it down. And then I broke it down into English, and then I knew what I was doing. But one thing that stands out, Ray, something you and I went over the first day you and I started working together was you were doing a presentation, right? And I told you had your NASA screen set, like you had 25 monitors and you were pulling shit from everywhere.
26, but who's counting? Yeah.
I couldn't count. It was a whole freaking wall, and you landed like some sort of Apollo mission. And so,
do you know how hard it was to get him to count to 26? I mean, come on, dude.
Oh, I didn't count. I just guessed.
I bought him flashcards. I bought him an abacus.
There were fingers, toes, and we had to borrow somebody. Like,
let me get my shoes off.
I'm really sorry.
Oh, I thought you were going to throw a shoe
I'm
at
sorry,
him.
but you were saying before we interrupted.
No, I'll just. Keith doesn't know where he is. You remember this, right?
I know.
He gets nervous. No, so when you and I started working together, the first thing you were doing a presentation that one day, right? You were talking to somebody, and at the end of it, after like 5 hours of conversation with this one person, I was like, my exact response to you was, "What the fuck did you just say?" Right? I was like, "What was ours? What was theirs?"
But to be fair, that wasn't the first time you had ever asked me that. So
Well, that's true.
Yes.
But what we did know is like we talked about how do we put mean, I think we all knew. For years of stack alignment and how the hell do you sell stuff? You know, that's a byproduct of whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
Oh, damn you both.
Oh, let's keep
Everybody go to hell.
One more. I mean, there's at least 25 other people on this side of the fucking room. You can't all go over?
Tony, there are shuttles to get to the park, right? Like, nobody's driving. Okay.
Carlos, I need another one, thank you. 4 more. Yeah, 4 more for my friends.
Yeah, please.
It's gonna be a long night.
I'm told. Simon, can you take a look? All right, thank
Oh,
you.
hi, Simon.
Yeah.
You look so cute sitting there.
We were trying to find a booster seat. We couldn't find one, so, you know.
We left it in the car for on the way up.
If it's for the 90s, he'd have a yellow book.
Also,
yellow pages in there.
If anyone knows, if anyone has any single friends between the ages of 18 and 75, he's looking. So, you know.
Oh, come on, he's
Only one at a time. We've had issues with this in the past.
And he's bilingual, and he's part of the Menudo group.
Yeah. He drives a Mercedes, so I don't, for whatever
He does
that
drive a
counts.
Mercedes. He looks like, look at him. I mean, my goodness. All right, so
So you're 90 days.
9 days. Yeah, no. I think the same rules apply. I think, you know, we've seen it for years where everybody's trying to figure out how to do this. And as we know,
My man.
Big shout out to John
boss
with the
man.
alcohol.
Thank you, John.
John,
You're the man,
You
dude.
become my favorite
you're
coworker.
a
ever.
saint, sir.
Does your boss at Connect Wise know you need naps in the afternoon?
Now he knows.
Okay.
I wake him up at 6 a.m.
Everyone.
4 hours, just gotta take a nap.
For it.
And I'm gonna
Actually, Emily, why don't you come over here? Tell us about the foundation real quick. Yeah.
Come on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Raleigh Foundation for Childhood Cancer Research has been around since 2005. For those of you who don't know, 47 kids are diagnosed with childhood cancer every single day. And the truth is that a lot of times when they're diagnosed, there's not a treatment plan available for them. So what we do at Raleigh is we fund the best and most promising research that clinical trials can offer, that new researchers can offer, that doctors can bring forward that's testing, but sometimes that's the only option. As Patrick said, my daughter was diagnosed with brain cancer now twice. She was diagnosed when she was 3 in 2012 and then relapsed in March of 2020. Both times there was no treatment protocol for her.
Wow.
And the only thing we had was a clinical trial when she relapsed, and that was thanks to Raleigh. So thank you for bringing that up.
Thank you guys for doing
Thank you.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Emily.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Cheers to you guys on this one.
Yeah.
My wife
Appreciate that.
has actually done children cancer. She worked at a hospital that does that took care of. She's a nurse. Was a nurse at the time.
What hospital?
And it's a Greenville. It's called Greenville Health System now. But she actually works as an oncology unit as a manager now. So yeah,
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It's a rough
It's
job.
awesome.
And shout out to anyone who does it or is involved in any way, shape, or form.
Thanks, guys, for putting that out there. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah, no, thank you.
Definitely.
All
All
right.
right.
So for our next guest, we have the bearded legend of the ukulele. I was gonna have walk-on music with tiny bubbles or somewhere over the rainbow.
You can get welcome, Tony. Do some beatboxing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Somewhere.
Guys, he just walked across the camera.
Yeah.
Just letting you all know.
Do we mention anything that like Patrick tried to steal our mic and just walk away?
He was gonna donate it.
Right? Yeah.
Can't trust security guys.
Great. Now we got to audit all our equipment. Thanks, Patrick. All right. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, buddy?
Fantastic, brother.
So you've been one of the rare few that have been repeat guests on Tech Bar. Which is ironic for somebody that doesn't drink.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's very important to notate that Kyle has been an integral part of the MSPGeek community and has taken a constant beating and has helped so many people.
how he walks straight over here is beyond me.
It's very true.
Hail Kyles.
Yeah, but no, that's the absolute truth. Kyle has been like he's usually the first person, that point person. Like if anybody tags anybody for ConnectWise and Geek, they're tagging Kyle first. Kyle's constantly asking, "What can I do to help you? How can we make this better?" And sometimes crying. I don't, and it's warranted. Kyle gets beat up pretty regularly. But your official job title is not, guy that gets beat up in Geek. What is your official title at ConnectWise?
Yeah, the getting beat up in Geek is just a labor of love. I like. Oh, she calls me the chief agitator at ConnectWise.
Yeah.
Which is a result of all the stuff I bring from Geek back to leadership at ConnectWise and saying, hey, we need to do different. Yeah. So my actual day job is I help to run the ConnectWise Innovation Lab, which is basically I get to sit around and play what if all day and decide, hey, is this something interesting enough for ConnectWise to build?
Yeah.
And not just for, at the end of the day, we are a company for profit, but frankly, the ideas of, having a nimble, small team, a SWAT team of developers, of how can we actually move service delivery in a meaningful way.
Okay.
Awesome.
So give me an example of like the innovations, like, what goes on in Kyle's head? Like, what is
I mean, I think his biggest what if is what if vConnectWise is quiet for a day.
Yeah. I know he was trying to get a mute button that ConnectWise employees could just mute the entire channel for a day and see what happens.
Hey, we're going to program it to reverse that.
Yeah, the only way to mute it is just uninstall Slack, so that's probably.
Now we got Discord.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I hate the Discord chime. It's so annoying. That's another conversation. So innovation, we are floating, probably 15 to 20 ideas right now, and we are in different stages with them, varying based off of, not only where we think they're interesting, the potential impact to partners, or the viability, how difficult, So we've got a couple different, ideas that we think are viable. And one of the ones we're chasing now that is interesting, I think Tony liked to say we give a jit. I think that's safe for the kids. To say we give a jit. But we're looking at the idea of privileged access management and saying, hey, is there a path for us to solve significantly with what we already have out there, a way to really kind of drive efficiencies on privileged access. That's one we have 80% of the way there, and we're just kind of putting the pieces in. So hopefully sometime later this year, there'll be something official on that.
So, utilizing the internal ConnectWise infrastructure that I already have as a partner to, enhance that with privileged access management.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah. At the end of the day, we looked at everything we had in our portfolio and said, hey, we have all these products that have agents, right? Is there, which one can we actually do something with to enable this? And we found that there's one that kind of stood above the rest of them as far as the agent and what it could do. And we've taken that and offered, we will soon be offering just enough access and just in time access. Wow. Pretty cool stuff.
So the innovation lab that you work in is kind of like proof of concept and proof of work to be able to justify things that may be on the fringe that you can incorporate into the systems?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at all kinds of other fun stuff with AI and ML and those kind of things as well.
You're speaking sweet nothings.
Yes, but we're also looking at hey, what can I bring today? Mm-hmm. What can I bring tomorrow? So the full spectrum of it. And in some cases, it will be brand new standalone product. In some cases, it may be, hey, Mr. GM of Manage or Automate or ConnectWise RMM, wouldn't it be cool if we could also do X, Y, and Z and helping them deliver innovation? So
fantastic. That sounds amazing.
Sounds like a fun job.
It does.
That's like, what is it, the Figment ride at Disney?
So you can imagine in my world the ups and downs. Like there's Slack.
Yeah.
And then
wait, why is Slack? why is MSP Geek this? Where? In my experience, MSP Geek is all this right here. Like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I got you. We're talking other Slacks, those other ones. Yeah. I got you.
He's in a couple of our Slacks that we're friends of. And I mean, they have great stuff too that they release. He gets to have fun with, like the status pages that Amy released that other people helped.
Amy did it all by herself.
100%.
She did. I saw.
Fantastic job.
Amy said she learned coding just to make the status page herself.
Look.
Negotiated the status page agreement by herself.
I mean, to be fair, if she can write sick rhymes like she did, there's no reason why she couldn't program. It's very similar.
I want all platform updates on the status page to be in rhyme form now.
I second that.
We discussed it briefly, but like one of the things I'm really excited about is one of the very first things I asked of Amy was to make a page of how to expect communications from ConnectWise, and she made that happen. What communications are going to happen where, And she did. And she's, you know, it's all about meeting those expectations. And she did that. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am, for one, I'm excited to see your privileged access management solution. Excited to play with it. Excited for Jason Slagle to look at it and give his opinion on it, because that's always a fun read.
Yeah. You did it wrong. It's like, I haven't released it yet. You did it wrong.
Just assume it's wrong from Jason.
I just, I just want to hear Kyle say, "I don't give a jit." Like,
Soundbite that, someone.
Yeah, I do give a jit. I give a lot of jit.
you give a lot of jit. I'll raise a glass to that.
Yeah.
To Kyle and giving a jit. I appreciate that. All right, Kyle. So thank you very much, dude. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Kyle.
Since you're our last guest, we were going to have Nick Gable on, who's been sitting in the watching from the green room. So you guys can wave to Nick. He can see you guys. He can hear you. Hey, Nick. We just can't bring him on due to, we'll call it
Time
DNS. We'll call it
constraints.
DNS. Yeah. Time constraints. So we're going to finish up. We had a bunch of games, but we didn't have time for it. And but I will finish with one last riddle and see if we can. This is what we were doing this at Hunter's dinner.
Same riddle.
It's Hunter's dinner all last night.
Tim.
All right. So this is for everybody. In your heads, do not give it to us. Think of a number between 2 and 9.
Oh, I've done this.
Okay. Yeah, of course you did.
You did the good
Yeah.
version.
All right. Take that number, multiply it times 9. Everybody's like, "Fuck, drinking too much." All right. So you got that number multiplied times 9. So if it's a 2-digit number, take the 2 numbers that comprise of that number, add them together. Okay. Then subtract 5 from that number. You will end up with a single-digit number at this point. All right. So if A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, whatever letter you fall on, pick a country that starts with that letter.
What's 6 times 9?
This isn't math class.
6 times 9 would be 54.
You're a little behind in the game.
So you pick a country that starts with that letter. Take the second letter of that country. Think of an animal that is not a bird or a fish. All right, you got an animal that starts with that second letter. And then think of the color of that animal. Did anybody not come up with a gray elephant from Denmark?
Dang it.
What'd you come up with?
I had an egret.
Yeah. Oh, see there. Oh, that's a bird though. No bird or fish.
Oh, that's not in the bird count.
Boom, roasted.
Damn. Okay. And with that knowledge bomb, I think that's a great way to finish up. But you said it with confidence. You left us like.
We're gonna assume you're right.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Iguana.
But you said it with such confidence. I'm like, nobody's gonna question that. I'm like, she's right. All right. Cool. There you go. Hey. All right. So for that, thank you very much. I know you guys have go-karting. Those that have been drinking, be safe. Don't get crazy. Also, want to raise a glass real quick to Big John, my brother over there. I appreciate you, man. You're awesome.
John.
Thank you, dude. Big John Helms. All right, guys. So thanks for joining the MSP Geek Meetup Tech Bar Live.